we look at your length of swing, like I said, set it wise for me is good. I think I like the way you get your angles with your arms and your forearm and the club. Set up the golf ball really, really nicely. Eye lines over the ball, good. If we look at watch the length of this swing on the right hand side, I'll just remember there.
Yeah.
Length as you go back.
Yeah.
So you've gone back there and you go through pretty similarly, okay? I don't mind being a little bit longer, obviously, but in comparison to where you were before, we zoom in there again now, that way, you were going back there, and then your putter disappears out the screen. Now. So to create that, if we just watch the two swings side by side, I'll watch this on the left-hand side first. There we go, lovely. That was really There's good. A bit of the change of direction there is quite dramatic. Yeah, so you go back and then again. Hit. Yeah. Whereas this one, if you watch the swing, it's a bit more of a gentle sort of transition from back to through. So we're going to get a better rhythm. When the greens are starting to get quicker now, the last thing you want is a hit. Problem I think is in the winter when the greens are slow and a bit bobbly, you've got to give it a whack to get there. At the same token, just have a longer swing. Just increase the length of the swing. If it means the putter starts going back a bit on a slight curve, doesn't matter because you're making a longer movement. But just create more power with a longer backswing, not just trying to hit it harder. Because the second we saw you trying to hit it harder, you often miss-hit it. So if you miss-hit it, hit it harder, it'll probably go less. Then, of course, then you're trying to whack it harder, so it's always a vicious circle. You hit the ball even harder, but the ball's not travelling as far. Plus, if you're not rolling it properly, a ball that's wobbling and oscillating, hits an indentation is going to be more affected by that deflection rather than the ball that's going end over end over end. You think about a wheel that's rolling end over end, and it not bumps into something, it continues on it down its path kind of thing. The ball is spinning this way, and it's a nodule, it's going to deflect off quite a dramatic amount, isn't it? Because the spin of the ball is now going to be taken away more left to right or right to left. But a ball that's rolling end over end over end will hold its line a lot better. It will travel further, it will hold its line better. And when it gets to the hole, it's rolling end and down, it will fall in more. A ball that's doing that coming to the hole, what could it do? It could spin out quite easily, couldn't it? So if we can improve our strike, improve the roll we get on the golf ball, we can then get the ball started on line better. You can make the swing an equal or more equal. I mean, if you go back 45% through 55, it's not the end of the way. It hasn't got to be exactly 50-50. Don't get too bogged down with trying to measure it precisely. But at the same time, you were going back sort of 20 and going through 80%. I mean, it's a really big, you can see on the transition on that left how much of a hit there was. And we don't really want to hit in putting. We want to be smooth with the swing, get the ball rolling nice and smoothly. And all you can worry about is, can you start it on line? Can you strike it properly and roll it? Once the ball's done its contact with the putter, the rest is left for the golfing gods, as we say. So if it does go in, happy days. If it misses, not the end of the world. But I would try and encourage you to practice these sort of things. Get the ball with a line on to try and practice your roll and just try and get your rhythm. And in some ways, when you're putting, just sort of having a count in your head, sort of going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a shorter putt, 1, 2, 1, 2. Longer putt, 1, 2, 1, 2. Whereas you would go 1, 2, 1, 2. It put a bit of hit in there, and that hit in the putt, it caused the ball just to jump off the club face. And that reaction with a putter, the ball's all over the place. So your distance control was affected. Then when you get a short putt, if you're someone who's hitting the ball, how short can your backswing be? If you've got a 3-foot putt and you're hitting it, you've got to go back barely anything at all, and that's when kind of the yippier one sort of gets in, where you get a bit and try to jump at the ball.
That's me. Don't do it to you.
Exactly. Does that make sense then,
Oh, no, excellent.
So, again, for me, the biggest thing, as I said at the start, a lot of people, they practice wrong. They'll walk on the green 3 or 4 balls and just putt ball to the same hole, and the previous putt will always be worse than the next one because the next one's a reaction to the first one. So you hit the first one, a bit short, a bit harder, a bit shorter. Oh, we got the right one now. And after 4th or 5th or 6th or whatever number of putts you have, you hold one and you go, I'm putting really good today. Really?
You know us so well, don't you?
I can sit on that balcony down on the pavement now and just see what people putt, and you can see all the time. And I think, what are you practicing? You're coming on there just to practice how good you can react. That's kind of like a 2-year-old throwing a ball. He throws it first time, not high enough, throw it again. That's better. So, did you know suddenly a really good throw of the ball? Not necessarily, no. You just learn to throw it better with the first one going over there. But in a game of golf, you get one go.
That's right.
You've got to learn to hit it. So, just a quick thing to run through about the game we were going to talk about. The game I created, I've learned and seen online and stuff, I sort of co-created it. A game called Leapfrog, okay? So you start off with maybe 5-6 golf balls, and you'll pace out roughly 4 paces, a 10-foot, so maybe from here to number 4. And all you're trying to do then is put as many golf balls in between the first object, which would be, say, flag number 4, that's 10 foot away, and a secondary object that's 10 foot beyond that.
Oh, right.
But the next ball has to go beyond the next one.
Yeah.
So your swing is going back, shall we say, just for a number I don't, 18 inches back and 8 inches through.
Yeah.
Then we go back 10 and 10, then 12 and 12, 14, 14. So we're gradually increasing the length of swing, trying to maintain the same constant rhythm and strike of the golf ball, okay? So you can set that up on the putting green, and then you're actually practicing something specific, not just hitting the same putt to the same hole, okay? So
And definitely. And that should give you then the length of swing for particular...
Exactly. And what you'll find when you first start, if you get
distance.
it sounds crazy, if I sort of draw in here the sort of setup, so you'd have a golf ball kind of there, an object at 10 foot away, and an object at there. And what you're trying to do, you're trying to get as many balls in between the circle as you can. But the next one, so that's your first one, that'll be your second one. If your third one went there, that one can't be your fourth one, it has to go beyond the next one. So as you get further, the target shrinks. So what you'll find when you first start doing that, most people sort of spread between a longer putt will be about 3 or 4 foot. So the first one you might get 3 in if you're doing pretty good. As you progress, you'll start going 4, 5, 6 and 7. And what you'll then see is if I'm getting 7 and 8, I can see progression. I'm actually getting better, not just same putt over and over again. So improving your putting, not improving your reaction.
Okay. No, that's excellent.